Russia has opened its vaults to reveal biblical icons featuring darker-skinned figures.
Do you know what Putin did before he became forever president or forever prime minister, whatever he is, whatever his title is? He was in the KGB during the Soviet Union's reign. So he knows, he might know more than a CIA or FBI agent might know about psychological warfare. And Putin knows the most potent weapon that the West has in its arsenal is racism. Putin understands that the West has been able to do what they've done in the global South with impunity. They've been able to do that because they laid the groundwork through villainizing, demonizing whole swaths of peoples and cultures, telling you that they're demons. So what's going on in the Congo, what's going on in Haiti, what's going on in Palestine right now is the result of centuries of psychological warfare. People who just got together and said, you know what, we want these resources. And in order to get these resources, we will do whatever is necessary. I'm sorry, I had to see. Did I have a... I'm only sitting here talking to y'all and I got a friend, a bunny peeking out. So yeah. So in order for us to be able to do this, we will use racism, divide and conquer. So over the years, the Irish who came over to the United States, for example, the Irish who came over to the United States, and you would see signs that says dogs and Irish are not allowed and that sort of thing. That had to go the way that had to go away. They had to welcome the Irish in as white because the Irish and other ethnicities were getting together with black people to fight the system. And as that went on, then they were allowed more and more white privilege. The same is true for the Italians. And the Latinos are nothing more than a buffer. The Latin people are nothing more than a buffer race created for the purposes of divide and conquer. Because see, the Latinos and people who were colonized by Spain in, South America and some Caribbean islands, they have black ancestry also. Latin people have black, just like Italians have black ancestry. From mixing with the Moors and from mixing with Africans from across the sea. Okay? They right next door. The Mediterranean is right there sharing a gulf with Africa, with the continent. So what Putin knows is psychological warfare. And he's saying, okay, so y'all gonna isolate me and ostracize me. Well, guess what? I'm gonna let the people know that they have been being used and manipulated. Now, don't get me wrong. Putin is very much a colonizer, very much one of them. Okay, I don't want nobody thinking that I'm saying that Putin is a good person. What I'm saying is he's using psychological warfare, and he knows that race is the most potent weapon that the West has in its arsenal to continue to do what the West has been doing on this earth, which is creating all manner of abominations, atrocities on this earth so that they can get some stuff, some trinkets, some shiny shit. Like smog under the mountain. While I'm fully aware that Putin is not my friend or an ally to anyone save himself, much like Donald Trump, I gotta say good one on this one, Putin. Thank you. Release some more stuff. Share some more truths. There's people out here talking about Egyptians, ancient Egyptians were not black. I don't know what iconography you're looking at. But if you and then when they try to make it into a picture or something to show what they would have looked like nowadays, they always look so outright misshapen and misformed. Because those are not European people. Not the modern Egyptians, and certainly not the ancient ones. And the Middle East is Africa. The Middle East is an artificial construct helped along by the creation of the Suez Canal and delusion. The Middle East is North Africa. And the most that an Egyptian citizen can say nowadays in terms of what they make, in terms of Europeanness, you can say there's an admixture of Europeanness. There's an admixture of Arabness. And there is an admixture of so-called sub-Saharan African. And it is not the case that the further you go back, the lighter they become. It is the case that the further you go back, the darker they become. And that's all I have to say about that.